What strange impact did they have on those who witnessed them? A dog named Winston captures the attention of the world because of his loyalty and devotion to his owners who've been accidentally killed. But Winston has a secret. The stories you're about to see are real, using the actual names of the people involved. People who have pushed mind and body to the absolute limit, beyond the normal realm of experience. Each event is astonishing, unexplainable even. But the situations are authentic. The facts are documented. These are all strange but true stories. Out of respect for the desire for privacy of those involved, the names and occupations of the participants in this strange and mysterious story have been changed. The events themselves, however, are absolutely true. Mr. Smith is a professional man holding an important official position in a nearby city. It's a summer Friday afternoon, and he's looking forward to relaxing over the upcoming weekend with his wife and baby daughter. Because of injuries received during the war, Mr. Smith suffers from a partial paralysis on his right side. He considers the physical work he does around the farm on weekends not only a pleasant break from his sedentary occupation, but also a form of therapy.
My husband is a professional man, has been quite successful. We have one child, a little girl. And in fact, we left the city to move to the country because we thought we'd lead a simpler life, which is something ironic after what happened.
Oh, John?
Is it bleeding?
No, it's not a cut. Just a heck of a bruise. And it hurts.
That's going to be sore for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Well, that's it for the wood cutting.
He's always been very scientific-minded, even skeptical person. And so I think he had a difficult time kind of putting the two things together. I think it would have helped if I had experienced it too.
That night, shortly before 4 a.m., Mr. Smith is awakened by the baby's cries. A large hematoma has formed where he injured his leg with the axe. And walking is extremely painful. Mr. Smith recalls later that it was quite unusual for the baby to cry in the middle of the night, and when she did, it was almost always his wife who awoke and comforted her. Mr. Smith is aware that it seems unusually light outside the house, but the baby is so upset. His first concern is for her. After calming the child, Mr. Smith goes to look out of the window. But the light has disappeared. The moon isn't full. There's no lightning or thunder in the area. He finds it very curious and decides to check the rest of the house. He suddenly sees a strange reddish glow coming through the hall windows at the front of the house. He approaches slowly. The light seems to be pulsating, varying in its intensity. As he looks out of the open window, the light gives a blinding flash, startling Mr. Smith. Then, just as suddenly, the light disappears. But within seconds, it's back again, bathing the hallway in eerie, rainbow-hued colors. Mr. Smith searches the hillside for a mechanical source for the light, but can find none. He draws open the curtains covering the sliding glass door, looks out. What he sees astounds him, a white sphere of light moving at an unbelievable rate of speed. It makes a pass over the house, then another, and another, bathing the interior of the house as well as outside with a brilliant, iridescent glow. Mesmerized, Mr. Smith watches the light as it slows and moves towards him. Although he's not aware of it, Mr. Smith is not the only one witnessing this incredible phenomenon. The baby also has been drawn to the lights. As the light disappears, Mr. Smith cannot reconcile what he's witnessed with what he believes. A rational, practical man, he's always considered UFO sightings as figments of imagination. Yet what other answer is there for this bizarre phenomenon? Instead of returning to bed, he goes to his office to write an account of the sighting whilst the memory is fresh.
He has a very detailed way of working, very methodical. So I know that he made drawings and very careful estimations of speed and size and everything that he could as in the time that he had to take it all in.
Continuing to be disturbed by the sighting, Mr. Smith awakens his wife and describes the events to her.
Listen, I gotta tell you something. It's, strangest thing happened. The baby was crying. I went in her room and there's these the dazzling lights in the sky. I never seen anything like it.
Did it make any noise?
Not until it disappeared. There was a big bang, and then it was gone. Just left behind a sort of whitish haze. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it.
Look. Well, you hurt yourself. It's gone. Cured.
That's impossible.
My God, John, what's happening? Yes, I believed him. Before we had this experience, we thought people who had stories about UFOs were crazy.
Later that night, Mr. Smith notices yet another seemingly impossible change. The scars from injuries he suffered in the war, the paralysis, the accompanying limp, have all disappeared.
Look at this. Huh?
Well,
And what about this?
scars that... John, what's going on?
I don't know. I wish I did.
We decided not to tell just anybody, not to tell our friends, not to tell newspapers. We didn't want a lot of curiosity seekers.
A week after the sighting, Mr. Smith is experiencing severe fatigue and stomach cramps. Also, a red pigmentation has appeared around his navel, forming a triangular shape. The specialist, who's not been told about the UFO sighting, can find no reason for the pigmentation.
As soon as I get the results.
Well, thanks for coming over, Doc.
It's a pleasure. And thanks for the drink. I'll have
another sip before you go.
As far as we could figure out, the baby must also have been having the same kind of pain.
It's a few days later that the baby takes ill. The baby has developed the same peculiar pigmentation as Mr. Smith. And in the same place. Over the next several years, Mr. Smith experiences no recurrence of either the partial paralysis or the leg wound that was so mysteriously healed. The peculiar triangular pigmentation, however, continues to come and go on both father and daughter, staying visible for 2 or 3 days at a time. What were the mysterious light discs that Mr. Smith and his daughter witnessed? Is it possible that the Smiths were visited by something or someone from another planet, another galaxy even? We have no answers either, but we do know that this story, strange though it is absolutely true.
Get out of it! What's he stolen? It's all right, boy. Come on. He's got the sausages. Well, I won't be needing them. What else is in that pack? Sunday joint. Well, I won't be needing that. You might as well have that too.
Come in here. Go on. Go home. Out. There's a good dog.
Days passed. At first, people who saw the dog by the crossroads thought nothing of it. But then some began to notice that he was always there, and always in exactly the same place. Sometimes he sat watching every car that approached with a kind of mute optimism. And sometimes he just lay there with his chin between his paws as though he were bored out of his mind. Yet still, he remained alert and discriminating.
Come here. Hey, Bobby. You know all the dogs around here, don't you?
Most of them.
Well, you know who this one belongs to?
Hasn't he got the name on his colour then?
No colour. Must have slipped it.
Hello. What's your name, mate?
Recognise him?
Not really, but I've got an idea I've seen him somewhere. He's a nice dog.
He's with you. I tried to catch him the day before yesterday, but he wouldn't let me touch him.
How long's he been here then?
Since Saturday. I first saw him when we were clearing up after the accident.
The accident? Wait a minute. That's it.
What?
I know where I last saw him, Mr. Briggs. I'm sure it was him. I stopped and talked to him. He was leaning out of the window of that brown car.
You mean the one involved?
Yes, I'm sure it was him. Poor old boy. He must have been waiting here all the time, waiting for his master to come back.
It was Bobby who decided to call him Winston, and the name stuck. At first, the police sent for an animal charity to round him up and take care of him. But the dog seemed to have an uncanny instinct. He could tell immediately when somebody intended to catch him. After any such encounter with human authority, and having made quite sure of his own victory in the matter, Winston would return to his position at the roadside to watch for his master's car.
10 tomorrow and Monday, -2, Christmas Day. Yeah, join us at 10 tonight.
And every day he would visit the local hospital in time for a late supper when the nursing staff came off duty.
Hello. You still trying to catch him?
No, we've given up. He's getting plenty of food, and he's not savage. Just backs off if anyone tries to touch him. The inspector says he's causing no harm, so if he's happy living out, let him.
It's all right this weather, but what about when he gets wet and cold?
That's being taken care of.
You're going to need it when I get back.
Pity your mum don't like dogs. I reckon I'd been happy to go and live with you. You're the only one who lets touch him.
I feel like he's my dog, Lily. Come see him every day. You know what? One day, I'm going to buy myself a dog, just like him.
You stay and talk to him. I'll get the straw.
And there's a bag of bones there for him, too. There's a good boy. Had you not a nice new kennel I've made you, eh? No cracks to let in the draught, and a felt roof to keep out the rain. Took me hours, and you don't have to worry anymore. No one's going to take you away. They said you can stay as long as you like, but you won't ever go away without telling me, will you? I'd miss you, I really would.
Here we are.
I'll do it.
Winston moved into his new home and soon became quite a legend. People came from miles around just to see him.
You turn left here, 2 miles down the road, over the crossroads, and you'll see his kennel on the right.
Oh.
But don't let the kids touch him. He doesn't like to be handled.
Right, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Talk, Winston, 2, take 1.
Then the television companies got interested. His picture and the story of his astonishing devotion to his unfortunate master was screened around the world. It touched the hearts of dog lovers everywhere. When Christmas came, he received parcels of food and doggy toys, even greeting cards that Bobby pinned up in his kennel.
Yes. Have you seen him today, Mr. Briggs?
No, I've been too busy. Had a lot of break-ins in the district.
I'm a bit worried. He didn't seem very well when I saw him this morning.
Oh, well, we better have a look at him. I've just got a call to make. I'll see you there.
Okay.
Winston,
what's wrong?
How is he?
He's ill. We've got to do something.
You're right. I better get the vet.
Winston had lived in the kennel Bobby had made for him for several years. He died of old age. His funeral was a grand affair, with flowers, pallbearers, reporters, and TV cameras, and a crowd of mourners who'd come to pay their respects to a dog who had shown himself to be truly man's best friend.
The life of our village will be the poorer for the passing of Winston. An example in loyalty to all of us. Young Bobby here has lost his best friend, but we all in our different ways share his grief. And none of us will pass this little grave without remembering the courage and loyalty of our old friend Winston. Surely he was man's best friend.
A fund was set up to provide a blind person with a guide dog to be named Winston II in his memory. Then, researching the story of the dog's touching devotion, a reporter discovered that the car Bobby had seen in the village that day was not the car that had crashed at the crossroads. And Winston was not the pathetic orphan he pretended. He'd run away from his owner. And finding the Sunday roast and all the attention, he'd realized that he was onto a good thing. And so he stayed.
If you've got
Later tonight, a bashful scientist builds a bold robot replica of himself in order to win the affection of a beautiful secretary on Alfred Hitchcock Presents right after Sports at 11. Stay with us now for 2 and 7 News First, next.
You're watching the Independent Television System.
Here on Channels 2 and 7, Calgary.
A young child's disturbing nightmares, the brutality of the